Chapter 6. The forest was dark like a cloud, but when the prince came close to the forest, the flowers started to grow. When the prince walked into the forest, the tree branches opened up. The prince rode down the road, and then he came to the castle. He entered the garden and looked around. He was amazed. The dogs were sleeping, the horses were sleeping, the doormen were sleeping. The prince went into the castle. He looked around the rooms. No one walked up to stop the prince. After a while, the prince found the stairs and he climbed them. He came to the tower room, and then he stopped. There was a young woman on a sofa. The prince looked at her and kissed her. At that moment, the castle was full of sounds. Everyone was waking up. The king and queen woke up and stretched. The doorman woke up from sleep. The horses ran around. The dogs barked. The food in the kitchen was burning. The cook was angry. The king's helpers smiled. In the tower, the princess opened her eyes. When she saw the prince, she loved the prince. The prince took her hand. "Will you be my wife?" he said. The princess answered, "Yes." The prince and princess got married. The six fairies came to the wedding with beautiful gifts. The seventh fairy died because she was so angry. But the prince and princess lived happily ever after.